can expect on your first free day of foundations here at CrossFit Rampage. Alright guys, so on day 1, what you'll see is we've got this whiteboard on the wall that lists day 1 through 12. So once you arrive and you filled out a waiver and we get ready to go, we'll write your name down on the board as well as your start date. Now we've got a few pieces of information we'll use up here on a regular basis. One is, what is our focus for the day? As mentioned earlier, this might be one movement, it might be 2 or 3, likely not any more than that. Since it's a very basic day on day 1, we're focusing on 3 very simple movements of which we're about to break down. Another thing we'll have listed is the workout, which we'll get into that in a little bit. Alright guys, before we have you warm up or start learning any new movements, what we want to do is put you through a couple mobility tests just to see how flexible you are in a few of the major areas of the body. We're going to test your upper back and shoulders by having you do this test. Test the flexibility of your hamstrings and your body awareness and your ability to keep your spine engaged and locked in without rounding your back by doing this exercise. We're going to test the flexibility of your hip flexors by doing this drill. Test your ankle flexibility by having you place your toe against the box, see if your knee can touch. And then we're going to test how far you can scoot that toe away and still touch your knee to the box without your heel coming up, determining how flexible you are by looking at that distance. The first movement you're going to learn on day 1 is the air squat. Here's what it would look like when performed in its full range of motion. Air squat. What we're going to do with this is start from the top down and slowly have you reach your hips back and lower down. Now we're going to cue you and have you do certain things throughout to get you into the right positions. And what we'll likely have you begin with, if we see that you have some trouble, is just using a box and reaching back and sitting on this box like so, and then standing up. And then we will slowly get lower and lower and lower until we can remove the box and you can successfully squat all the way down while driving your knees out and keeping your chest elevated up. The next movement we're going to go over is a basic push-up. With our push-up, we want our elbows to travel back as our body stays locked into a straight line, and we lower until our chest touches the floor. And then we push all the way back up to the arms at full extension. Now I know we're thinking, well, what if I can't do a push-up? And that's fine. Most people that come into Foundations Day 1 can't do a push-up. So what we'll do, we'll have you start on an elevated surface, like this here 30-inch box. Then we can get into the same position, lower down, press up, and it looks exactly as the push-up we demoed from the floor. Once you're good with this, we can lower this box to this side, and then we can lower it to a shorter side, so on and so forth. If you need a very fine-tuned height adjustment, or we want to go close to the floor, we can even use something like this barbell and this squat rack and lower this down, and now we can lean against the bar all the way down to 1 inch off the floor. This is the way it's going to allow everyone that comes to the door to do an actual push-up. Our next movement is a ring row. This is a pulling motion in opposition to what we learned in the push-up, which was a pushing movement. So with the ring row, we're just going to grab the rings. To make it easier, take a good step back. We will then lean back with a tight grip on the rings, extend the arms, and we will pull our body all the way up in a straight line to those rings. Now, once we start gaining some strength at this and we want to make it a little harder and use can start scooting our feet forward and make it more difficult. So now we are lifting more of our body weight until eventually you do them from here, and then we transition to doing pull-ups on the pull-up bar. The last movement we're going to go over is the sit-up. We're going to use this ab mat, this foam pad, to help with the position of our spine when we do a sit-up. This is very simple. We're going to lower back until our hands and shoulders touch the ground, and then lift up until my chest reaches my knees and my hands can touch my shoestrings. Alright guys, so we're about 45 minutes into your first day of foundations. You went over some mobility tests, we spent some time warming up, and then the majority of your time you spent learning some new movements that are fundamental to the CrossFit program. Now, it's time to go into the workout. We'll take a few minutes to explain what is intensity and its relation to CrossFit exercises and workouts. However, although we're explaining it, that's just for your knowledge. Today's workout and going through foundations, our goal is not to see how fast you can do anything. Rather, we want you to start moving better so you can exercise correctly and safely. Then as we start to increase the intensity, maybe near the end of your foundations, that's when you really start seeing a change in things. So the workout you're going to go through on day 1 of foundations, very simple, and it's going to use the same movements you just spent the last 30 to 40 minutes learning. You've got 2 rounds for time, but again, we're not going to push the time component today. However, we're going to record it since we're doing it on day 1, and we're going to repeat the same workout on your last day of foundations. So back to the workout. 2 rounds of a 200-meter run or a 250-meter row. That will be dependent on the weather, or if you've got any issues that don't allow you to run, we can easily substitute the rowing machine. And we'll take a few minutes to show everyone how to use that if need be. After you run or row, you've got 20 air squats, just like we learned previous to starting the workout. And then 15 sit-ups, same thing, 10 push-ups, 10 ring rows. Since these are all movements you've just learned, they should be fresh on your mind. You go through that round once, and then you go through again and go through your second round. Once you're done with 2 rounds, we'll look at the time, we'll write down how long it took you to do it. And that's your workout for Foundations Day 1. So guys, that wraps it up for your explanation of what to expect on Day 1 of Foundations at CrossFit Rampage. Now, remember, Day 1 is free, and we can get scheduled anytime, whether you need a specific time because of your work schedule, or you can drop into one of our preset Foundations class times. Either way works with us. You might do it one-on-one, or you might be with a few people. Doesn't matter to us. What we want is for you to give us a call or send us an email. You can go to CrossFitRampage.com. You can go to Facebook/CrossFit Rampage, or email us Corey@CrossFitRampage.com. That's KOREY@CrossFitRampage.com. And feel free to bring a friend. Thanks.